Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the different trending hairline, specifically Lagos hairline that's been trending of recent. So today we're going to be using a frontal size 11 by 5 frontal. So here are the measurements. The hairline measurement we're going to be using 1.6 plus 2.6 plus 1.55 gives you 11.5. You did this for the right hand side, this side, and do the same measurement for the left hand side. So first we'll be starting with the low peak Lagos hairline. So first of all, we'll be measuring out our peak. We'll be using 0.6. This is the first diagram we're seeing on the thumbprint. So this is what we are going to be starting with first. We measure 0.6. We don't want our peak to be too long, so we'll be using this peak for the Lagos hairline. So we'll be measuring out according to our measurements. We measure at 1.6 away from the peak. This is 1.6, and again we measure out 2.6. This is 2.6, and the last one should be 1.55. This is 1.5, 1.55. So we do the same thing here. We measure out the same measurement we did at the right, to do it at the left. So this is 1.6 away from the middle point. The next is 2.6. And the remaining is already 1.55. 1.55, you can see. So yeah, after measuring your 0.6 for the peak, you do the same for the 2.6. So you first of all get the middle point for the 2.6. The middle point of the 2.6, first of all, 2.6. This is how I calculate mine. So get the middle point of 2.6 divided by 2, we give you 1.3. So here is 1.3. These are 1.3. This is 1.3. So from this 1.3, you trace it up and put your 0.6. Put your 0.6. Yeah. The same thing here. Your 2.6, you get your 1.3 as middle point, and then put your 0.6. From our middle points, we also need the middle point that will help us to trace this down. So the middle point for our 1.6 is, we measure again, 1.6 divided by 2, we give you 0.8. So from here you 0.8 0.5678. We do the same thing here. So we sketch. Remember, we are not drawing, we are sketching. So from this midpoint, we create a window peak. When you feel like your peak is not giving, you just try and redo it till you are satisfied with this sketch, as long as it doesn't pass the point that you marked out. So yeah, now we have a nice looking peak. The next thing, we connect it here. Remember, we are sketching, not drawing. Make sure you touch the point, and then so yeah, this is pretty much what our first Lagos hairline is giving us. So as you can see, here is a bit low and here is a bit low. So let me just refer this as our low tempo Lagos hairline. Low tempo peak Lagos hairline. So now for the second sketching, that's the second Lagos hairline we're going to be sketching. We're going to be using the same points. As you can see, I'm still leaving it there. Remember, that's why it's sketching, so as you don't have a rough look. If you have to draw it to be to have a strong outlook, so I'm sketching it. So we're about to sketch the second Lagos hairline. So this second Lagos hairline, the only difference here is that here, before, there was a low tempo hairline here at this both sides, but now after drawing the peak is still going to be the same. I know you can still see the diagram of what I sketched earlier. So the window peak will still remain the peak will still remain the same height, but now the two peak is going to be a little bit above the 0.6. We're going to, as we are drawing it to be a little bit above this 0.6, we're making it a little bit closer to the peak. It won't be too close, but make it look as if it's moving towards the peak. So let's just draw. So now we are going to make it look a bit closer. And above the peak. So here is what is given, like as you can see. Make it make it look as if it's pointing closer to the peak itself. So remember, in this drawing it's going to be the peak is going to be a little bit away from the 0.6, and the one we drew earlier was at exactly at the 0.6, and it was low and doesn't have this kind of M shape. So I don't know if I've heard of M-shaped hairline. So this is actually the M-shaped hairline, but people still refer it to as Lagos hairline. So now we're moving to the our third sketch for today. Now for our third drawing of the day, still on Lagos hairline. So now this third drawing doesn't require a peak. The first two requires a peak, but this one doesn't require a peak. It's just a low tempo, a normal low tempo hairline. The same with the both right and left, but the only difference now is that the peak in between at the not the peak, sorry, the I don't know what it's called, the tempo, the low tempo peak we drew here is going to be same as the second Lagos hairline we drew. So you can just watch as I draw. I don't have much explanation to it. So our points still remain the same, 0.6, 0.6 for the where the drawing stops. So now this is the tempo. Now we are going to draw the arc. I'm trying to make it look as the other one as possible. So this is it, guys, the third diagram we have of Lagos hairline. So this is the top 3 trending hairlines. So please guys, if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share. Thank you so much.